asked to present one of these insightful lectures entitled Practice Makes a Master, Part 1 of 4, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on March 6, 2005, in Hungary.
It's already wonderful nowadays, that you could cross Europe, all free. Huh? Before that, you cannot, no? Long time, just not long ago, How many years ago? 20 years ago or 30 years ago? Only 16 years ago. It's not like this, Wow, can you imagine? Yeah. The more people meditate and elevate, the better the world become, You take it for granted, but the world has really improved, no? Everybody in the whole planet, We have more convenience now, more freedom, everywhere. You see the difference or not? Yes. 16 years is about the time I kind of begin my job, no? Yeah? Or not? Come over here so people come behind, they have the room, move, up, here. Don't just spread out because you have a lot of room. You never know, some legal immigrants are coming. Sneaking, look at that, see? All the time, look at that. Coming, going, coming. Yeah, it's good. You sit in the front here, okay? Unless you don't want to see me too up close with all the wrinkles, then you go behind there. With the illusion that I look young and beautiful. Like the sister yesterday. Where is she? They gone? Okay. The one in the front, move it so that the people in the back can sit. Anything new? Anybody have good vision, good stuff, good experience, feel good? New Buddha? I hope. It's so difficult to get a high level, So difficult. It's very long journey, not the number, I keep telling you. It's not like, for example, you live in France, and you want to come to Hungary, You have to cross 2-3 borders, and it's a line, of course, but you have to travel. If you live next to the border, it's easier to go to maybe Austria, and then from Austria you have to travel the whole country and go to Hungary, and go to where we are. It's different, That is physically speaking. And the world in spiritual domain is vast, unimaginable. It is like infinite. Infinite or infinite?
Infinite.
Huh?
Infinite.
Infinite? Where is something finite?
Yeah.
What else is about finite? Something? Huh? Sometimes they say something finite. What is that?
Finite.
Infinite, no? Or something else written like finite?
Yeah, there is finite. There's
what is?
Finite mathematics, it's like statistics.
Okay. It's written the same, it's just saying different. Yeah, that's why we have war, we have trouble in the world, because we can't even speak one language. And in one language we couldn't even agree that the same spelling should pronounce the same. Now you understand why the world did not have peace, could not have peace up to now. Yeah, still boiling a little bit here and there, bubbling, trouble here and there. Because of the mind, Even one language. And such easy as English, people agree that English is the most easy already. Still like that. Can you imagine? You learn all the kind of language, and how long it takes you to master it, so that you can make yourself understood, in such a nice way, a native way, so that you can get on well with the native. Yeah, the Babel Tower. Lucky we have Guanyin language, Yeah. You can feel better already, no? You are in the same Guanyin family, you get on well, You might don't speak very well English, broken Hungarian, but you're okay, Because you understand here, the heart, and you understand in the soul. You sit together, you feel like no difference, And when I see you, I don't feel difference, I feel that you are my family, you together, we are I'm yours, It feels good, right? Feel trusting. Feel easy, right? Even some people don't speak Hungarian or some people don't speak English. Okay. Yeah, right? Sometimes you don't need translation. You just use your your hands. And it's okay. She cook you a goulash. What is there to talk about? Right? As long as the goulash tastes good, that's okay. You nod your head. That's it. And she knows, oh, you're happy, yeah? No need to talk. Is this good? When you already feel peace in here, then whether you talk or not talk, you feel peace with each other. And if you don't feel peace in here, you sit in the oval table in the United Nations many days, many months, and still cannot have too much peace going on. Yeah, because there's no peace in the heart because of possessiveness. This is my country. I don't allow you to walk here without visa. And the visa is only 1 month. And now you got to get out. If not, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? And that's how war begins. Possessiveness. Yeah? So if here you don't learn to give, you cannot learn anywhere else. Yeah? Nowhere else you can practice this. Here you have to practice here. Charity begins at home. No? So don't ask me to allow this thing to happen here. Okay? I'm very loving, tolerant, kind, generous. But no, you got to grow. So many years already and so many days here. At least still don't learn the basic. Serve others is to serve yourselves. Anything you do here for anyone here, you do it to yourself. You gain your spiritual merit. Because they all saints here. That's the main point. Even no need to be saints. You have to be nice to people when you can. It's so easy, yeah? They say it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice, yeah? So why not? Besides, you gain, you know? I even have to give you the point so that you do it. Still don't do it. And then complain, why? So little, not enough. I want to go 6, 7, 8, 9 level. Be God Almighty. I want. Don't do anything at all. Can you imagine? He become a God. We are all doomed. We finished. Yeah? What kind of God can you have? Suppose you are not willing to help people here and be nice to all the people around you, and you be a God Almighty. Aren't we all trampling? Huh? Yeah? How are you going to have a space around here with that kind of God? Understand now? Yes. To be a high level or low level is all up to you. All up to you. Give yourself in. Forget yourself. Then everything will be fine. Everything will be yours. Yeah? It's really like that. It has to be your nature. It has to be natural. You will be that. Okay? You are God now. I told you last night, even though you are not on the 5th level. Not the 5th, I don't talk about 6th yet. Okay? Or 7. I am not sure about those things. But okay, 5th level. Say, the 5th level is the highest one of the whole creation, the whole created creation. Yeah? It's the nearest to God. Yeah? And have only 1% of physical material. The rest 99% is spiritual. Yeah? And it's the nearest of the Almighty, nearest one of the nearest possible that you can get near to God once you already created. It's almost spiritual. Yeah? The most spiritual of all the created areas. And the 5th level is next to the 6th, you know. From 6 upward is God domain. And God Almighty lives in the 9th. Yeah? Well, He doesn't live, He's everywhere. But, of course, you know, it has to be a place where begin, you know. Beginning. So, 5th, suppose I said to you that even if you're not on the 5th level, you are on the 3rd level, you're 4th level, you are already God. You are the divas. You are the gods. People could pray to you and have good response. Anyone you love, anyone you take pity upon, get healed, get helped, get blessed. Automatically, because your account is big. You might not be zillionaire, but you are millionaires. Yeah? Millionaires has a lot of money. So maybe you don't give 1 million away, but you could give 100,000 euros. That's a lot. Or even 10,000 euros. It helps a lot of ordinary people. Understand? So you are that multi-millionaire. Anybody who could even pray to you, and you will bless them without knowing even that you don't even know that person. Suppose somebody trusted you and think that you look holy and saintly, and think that he in trouble, he prayed to you. Yeah, Mrs. Lily, Mr. Smith, help me. You look like a saintly person inside his heart. Or he even pleaded to you. Maybe you don't know you can help, but you say, well, I pray for you, or I feel sorry for you. Then you help him right away, automatically. His situation will change. As much as the karma allows, as much as your sympathy to that person is, you help him, heals him, and you improve his quality spiritually and physically, emotionally, etc. even. You are gods. You are the gods that people sometimes pray to. The people from the physical world, they can only pray mostly to the physical God. Or the max, it's an astral God. Really, he can reach up to higher level. And you are here. You are the connection to the higher level, to the physical beings. So if they pray to you, or now if they pray to God, the God that they even know, whatever God they know, so it even reached to the third level or fourth level because of you. You are the connection. So you are really great. So be it, okay? Be one. Don't cling to your stupid habit and the possessiveness of your, I don't know, it's like a pattern. And you follow it instead of your own greatness. Follow your greatness. Be great. Be generous, okay? Be everything that you think noble and good. Yes, set yourself a goal. From today, I be a saint. I will act like a saint. I don't listen to my habit anymore. Because habit is your enemy. It kills you. It lowers yourself. It degrades your dignity. It drags you to a lower level. Your enemy is not the Satan. It's not the Maya. It's your own habit. Your brain, your mind. Your permission to let yourself identify with these, low-level kind of action and behavior. Because if you are not here, okay, and the world has not been elevated, then all the physical beings in this physical planet can only pray to the physical God. That's why you tell me, how come God doesn't hear? Your telephone line is short. Your money is not enough to pay for the mobile, whatever that is. Okay? Yes. And if you have no connection with the presidential palace, you can only complain to the local police. Yeah? And he can only do what he in his power. But if you have connection with the president, maybe your complaint will go a little further and it gets more speeder. President, it's not his job, but he can call his assistant, tell that local police to do this and that for my friend acquaintance. So the president will know about it. Or even you're not acquainted with the president, you're acquainted with the minister, okay? Alright, you're not the fifth level, okay, then you're not with the president, fine, you are with the ministers. Or even the secretary of the ministers. This is something already. When people tell you their problems, you can help more because you have secretary of the defense could help you more. Yeah, because the secretary of the defense, American, they have secretary of the defense. It's very funny. They have a general for taking care of the law, but they have a secretary to take care of defense. General attorney, yeah, general attorney they call it. And Secretary of Defense. Yeah, a Secretary to Defense. But a General to take care of the law, the internal. It's just a name, but I'm telling you, sometimes it's kind of difficult to understand. So the Secretary of Defense is better than a common folk that you meet on the street, or the shopkeeper or anything. He has more power. You are his friend. And if your problem is in the domain that he can help, because he knows many other people, other minister and so on and so forth, and then he can help you a lot. So you are in that position. You are the Secretary of Defense. You are the Secretary maybe of the Prime Minister. Yeah, or you are the Minister. Okay? Okay, your power might not be the Queen, the King, but you are Minister or you are Prime Minister. Depends on your level. People can come to you for help. So you are great. You are great. You are third level God. Most of physical beings cannot reach up there to pray. Because the third level God, He take care of the third level only. Yeah? The fourth level God, He take care of fourth level. The fifth level God take care of fifth level, and so on and so forth. Only the Master can tell the fifth, the fourth, the third to do what. Or the second, or the first even. Tell them to do what, to help what person. Yeah? So you are really something for the people to rely on. Yeah? You have to train yourself into a more noble habit now. Every minute, remind yourself that you are saying, you're here to help. You're not here to take. You're not here to keep, but here to give. Here to help. That's your life goal. Okay? Noble thoughts. Yeah? Make noble things happen. Remind yourself day and night. That's the life you live. That is your life. No other life you should live. Yes. And then by doing that, not only you benefit anyone that comes to you, automatically, knowingly or unknowingly, you benefit yourself, of course. Huh? A minister who is efficient and good and kind and help people, be voted again. Be promoted to a higher position. Because he's doing good job. Everybody will love him. The president will trust him. Yeah? And the colleagues and all the other ministers will respect him. And he get higher and higher position all the time. So do good things to other people, automatically you will get it. You will get whatever you want or not want. It will come to you. Yeah? So do not think I ask you to do this and that because I want to be a master or take advantage of your goodness. No, I'm training you to be a good guy. Yeah? Even if you don't think you are sane or anything, you should live a noble life as a human being. Yeah? To be worth walking on this planet. Yeah? Otherwise we regress back to animal situation. Now that you are already above the animal's kingdom, you will never regress into being born as animal or anything unless you want to do that voluntarily for some reason, yeah, to help somebody or to be with somebody in that animal form so you can help him, help her, do something, okay? Or to be with a master. Yeah, that is your choice. You're free to choose. But you do not by force become animal anymore. Because you're already above it. You know, free from all this clutch of the Maya. Still, you need to use your power, position to help others. To be a nice person. It's very nice feeling. It's not that difficult to be nice, no? It's not difficult. Why it is difficult? Because you never train yourself. Practice, make perfection. Practice, make master. Yeah? Okay. Practice. Yes. In Vietnam they say, trăm hay không bằng tai quen. In Vietnam they say, even a genius is not as good as well-trained person. Yeah? In one field. Even if you're a genius, but you have never been trained to drive a car, I don't think you can. Whereas the taxi driver, he drives 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, he can drive like nothing. And put a genius in it, can he? Yeah? If he doesn't have a driver license, he never drive before, he might make trouble, make accident. Train yourself. Just training. Every time you do something wrong, scold yourself. Say no. Bad boy. Or bad girl. Here is what you do. Okay? Do that. Yeah. Train yourself like you train a dog. Because the dog, after being trained well, he do it well, you know, and they do it better even, so quick. That lady, remember the first day I told her to sit? Yeah, just habit. I tell my dog to sit so that they can eat better. Because if they do this all the time, sometimes they get choke, you know. So I said, sit and eat quietly, like in peaceful. So I told her to sit, but she didn't know it yet. So she didn't sit. After that, every day she just sit. And the black dog also sit. So nicely. Both of them sit and get the cheese peacefully, like a people. Yeah. Because sometimes if they jump too much while eating or wagging the whole body, they might get sick, Yeah, that's all. I have a dog, and he always very active, jump around. After he eats, he jump around. He got sick all the time. He vomit. Yeah. Or sometimes I give him something to eat, but he's so excited, jumping. And then he got sick right away. He vomits out the food that I just gave. Yeah. So it's better the dog eats quiet, Yeah, not jumpy and not wagging the whole body, thing like that. Okay? Doesn't matter if he sit or stand, but it's better he sit because it's more quiet. And the food go down easier, Yeah. My dog gets sick because he jump all the time. But that dog, you cannot do anything about it. Even if you scold him, he come wagging tail lick you. He doesn't understand what scolding means. Just one. He's so loving and so sticky. So he sit with you, he don't want to go anywhere. You have to pet him forever, Pet here, there, scratching stump, scratching head, everywhere. And if you stop it, he take your hand, and put it there. He grab your hand a little bit gently and put it right there where he want you to scratch. Yeah? Or lick until you fed up, you have to scratch him. And then until he fall asleep. Yeah? Oh, that dog is special, very sticky. Demanding, and it's very, very chumby, and got sick all the time. And then I have to feed him again, Yeah, after a while, I have to feed him again. He can vomit out everything by jumping too much. Jump from love is not a bad thing or anything, but he jumps a lot, he got sick. Alright, well, why do we talk about this, the dog again? Because they want attention. Training, yes, alright, thank you. The dog reminds me, train yourself like a dog. Yeah. Dog, you see, they train him to rescue people. Yeah. And take the blind, help the deaf people to take the phone. Or whenever the phone rings, the deaf people cannot hear. But he go and bark and drag him by trousers to come to the phone. Yeah, so many things the dog can do. And you wouldn't think the dog can do that, right? He hear the phone or he hear the ringing at the bell of the door. The dog that trained to help the deaf people, he will come and bark to the owner and lead him to the door or lead him to the telephone accordingly. Make their life more comfortable. Yeah. And then the blind people, the dog will lead him know where to go. Yes. And dog can rescue people too. There's some dog who rescue people, who can smell, to lead the police to go where the people will be found, or rescue people by dragging them to swim to the shore. Recently there was a tsunami. We know that, huh? And there was a story of the dog who swim into the water and rescue the family member one by one. Drag them inside, swim against all this to bring them into the shore. Can you imagine? We human cannot even do that. In such a terrible condition, he take in one by one his family member. Is that a family member, I guess? Right? Or somebody else? Huh? Family? Okay. See, this is how we should behave. Okay? Don't wait until emergency. Now it's a peaceful area. You can't even give your position because you're too comfortable there. Yeah? Or you don't want to move. How would you help anyone in emergency? How would you even think of sacrifice your life? In Vietnam, we even have a saying. They say, if you don't help each other on the table, then in the war, just forget it. In time of war, in time of emergency, how can you do it? On the table, sometimes you help the other person to give him food because he's too far away from the food, or take some food and give it onto his plate. Help each other, or when he cannot get it, you help him. That's what we mean. Mình nói là bằng trung bất cứu, ngộ trận như hà. Hiểu không? Yeah. On the table, if you cannot help, then in the war, it's not possible. I want to save good stuff for just some special people. And don't mix all the time, gold and earth and stone all together. It's very difficult to sit there and collect and shine the stone, and also, oops, it's not a gold, okay, oops, forget it. And then go try to look high in the stone to get a piece of gold to shine. And the next piece shining, oh, it's stone, forget it, wasting time. I just select some golden, and then I tell him the good stuff, or be with them. You have to deserve it now. Before it's openly ordered for public, okay? Now, some people deserve what, I give what. Yeah? Because if the other people who don't deserve it, he doesn't know what to do with it either. Just train your mind, that's it. You are great already. Your soul is already liberated. You think your soul is in your body right now? No. It's on the 3rd level, 4th level, or 5th level. Remote controlling. So you train your mind to listen to this message from above so you can do things better. Just do it as a kind and generous good person. And then that will be it. And then you walk in the right direction and you get the right channel. Anytime you think negatively, anytime you think arrogantly, anytime you think something bad or something that's wrong, you dial the wrong number. And the negativity connect with you. Wait until you know, oops, wrong number, you already connected. You have to pay that bill. That the wrong call, you still have to pay. And whoever that person is still already give some negative, physically speaking, okay? Suppose I call this phone number, and I dial the wrong number, the wrong person answer. Okay, I realize it's wrong. But at that time, that person already talked to me. And his negative karma, whatever that is, already come. Do you understand now? Right, that's physical. Now, spiritually speaking, whenever you have dark thinking, anything that's immoral, incorrect, arrogance, that is negativity. And you connect it with the wrong number. Okay? And even one blitz of a second, one split of a second, he can transmit 1,000 tons of garbage to you already, downloading. And then by the time you check through your computer and delete it, it's already a lot of stuff in there, and he might put virus into your computer and destroy your system. Right, so you are your own enemy, Remember that. Even Satan cannot get to you if you are correct. If you are correct, nobody can get into you. Because you're not even the master. You don't take the karma. You don't do anything wrong. You have no excuse for him to bother you. So, if you think negative, anything that is opposed to correctness, morally or spiritually, you're in trouble. 1 minute only, 1 second, enough for the negative to connect and they download you with all kinds of stupid things. Because the whole world is full of these things. They just newly elevated to sainthood, but the residues of negative force is still around. So you have to protect yourself. Always noble thoughts. Noble, noble, noble. Nothing else. Okay? Anything that's good for other people, anything that is helpful to them, that is noble. Okay? Everything else is bad. Alright? Okay. Any question at all? No? Okay, good. Then meditate now. When nobody at all even, you just sit in the front. Because sometimes other people come in, newcomer, and they don't have to walk or sit in the kitchen. Sit there, sit here, okay? Leave the whole place behind empty, don't care. Alright? So anybody, because sometimes working people, who far, newcomer, they can always come in. Why sit over there? Just because you want to lean on the wall. Bad boy. Okay, good. I also don't like to tell you things that hurt your ego. I even want to protect your ego and put oil on it, but sometimes it's impossible. Okay, good. Why move with just 2 inches, Yeah, I moved. I'm also moving on my chair. Look, I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, right? 2 inches. What for, You have to know. I say move to the front. Everybody move, From now on, don't sit on the back. Just sit in the front. That's it, okay? Sit on the front. Leave the back empty. They train themselves to become this and that even, Some people, they go to college and get degree. You're never too old to train, okay? Don't believe that the old horse cannot be trained and all that. We are spiritual person, we are not horse. And even old dogs can be trained, okay? Yeah. Remember these 3 dogs in here? Yeah, everybody told me they are not trained. They are. They are now. Yeah? They're extremely obedient. A lady, the one that I tell to sit, and the black dog say no jump, he don't jump anymore. He sit there with the lady, two of them sit together, like 2 eggs, you know. So beautiful. I never told Boyo to sit. He don't have to because he doesn't jump. Yeah? So he's quiet so he can eat his meal. The other 2 kind of jumpy. So I tell them sit just once, and now they sit every time. Don't say, oh, horse cannot be trained. Even old dog can be trained. Yeah? Many dogs, they are trained to help other people, not been raised from kids even, from puppies. Because sometimes the police go into the pound, the place where people turn their dogs in, because they don't want to take care anymore, or the place that the police or the animal control take the stray dogs, keep them there until somebody adopt them. In some cases they kill them because they're overpopulated or something like that. So if anybody want to give the dogs away, don't give it to the pound, give to other disciple or something. Because they might kill your dog within 24 hours. Depends on how crowded their place is. So the dogs in the pound that been picked up and housed in the dogs' pounds, sometimes the police come there and select 1 or 2 of them and go home train them to become helpful dogs. Become like blind person dogs or deaf person dogs or rescue dogs or police dogs accordingly. So they're already old and even stray and even unwanted. Then the police still can train them, or the expert can train them. Some people pick them and train them to be different things, to do different things, even movie stars, like for animal film. So do not believe yourself you're too old to train. It's more difficult, but it's not impossible. Train yourself day and night, every time, to be a noble saint that you are. You are already a saint, as your behavior should also be saintly. I told you before that many of the so-called enemies come back into your life, yeah? And into mine as well. For example, you were married before, yeah? And then your husband was disloyal to you and secretly was having an affair with another person without you knowing, yeah? Or sometimes you smell it, you know something wrong, but you cannot get the evidence, yeah? And your husband would not want to tell you. Or your wife. Whatever, yeah, because they change. Sometimes they were husband, sometimes they are wife. And the trouble is with any of the spiritual person or master was that it's not that he or she always lucky to get a positive person as a partner. Many times, and even often, she or he has to endure a wife or a husband who is from the negative enemies, on the negative force, because of the karma that master take upon himself. If he is not crucified, then he's been planted, a spy next to him, like low-level wife or low-level husband, maybe extremely jealous, extremely possessive, or terribly brutal. Make his life, her life is a hell. Or expose him or her to authority, to make him trouble with the police or whatever that is. Even though the master are always good and kind, only do good to people. But because she or he is a negative person, low level, so any action of the husband, of the master husband, not always please the wife. For example, he might hug another woman, maybe she's old and ugly, but in the wife's heart it's not, it's still another woman. Just hug like a disciple. Sometimes I hug you, remember? And then if it's an ugly old man with no teeth, okay. But if it's a blonde, even older, not okay, yeah? And then maybe many times or sometimes the master scold a disciple. And that disciple happened to be the wife's favorite, yeah? Because he's handsome, or he's polite to her, or whatever, yeah? In a worldly way, flatter her, and then make her feel very pleased. Also, that disciple may be negative as well, low level also. Because the master sometimes accepts everybody. That's why he has a lot of karma. Or at that time, that disciple is still a negative, or it's still low level. He might go up later, but at that time he's still low level. And he has a good smooth talk habit, and pleasing the wife, no ends. Or give her a lot of offering and all that, even though the master say don't take, she takes. So she likes that person, and if the master happened to scold that person, either because he's bad habit or want to cleanse him, and she is unhappy. So she keep marking that, and later she doesn't like it, or she sells him or something like that. Right. So anything could happen. Selling the master, or gossip about the master, or making hell, making trouble for the master. Don't let the master go to preach or group meditation. Keep the master at home all the time, making a lot of arguments so that he cannot go, making all kind of excuses so that he cannot go to be with his disciples. Or don't let disciples come into her house, blah, 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 blah. Or very abusive, or very aggressive, or very brutal. Or having affair anytime. And sometimes the master knows it, but he ignores it, yeah? Okay, what is he to do? Or she might not know about it, but still can feel. Even you, ordinary person, if your husband or wife have an affair, somehow you feel it. Someday you feel something wrong, but sometimes you don't know, but your heart feels something, yeah? So, okay, that kind of person who has betrayed you in the past sometimes come back into your life, any other life. For example, in this lifetime. And he might become the disciple again, and then makes trouble. Bringing back all these painful memories. Even though the master is forgiving, of course, that's why he doesn't scold her or him at this present time, doesn't throw her out, and doesn't do anything. Just silently accept all this sorrow that person or the persons bring back with them. Because every person have a pattern of karma. Whatever you do, it doesn't disappear. Remember this. Whatever we do, it doesn't disappear. It's written in our DNA, it's imprinted on our cell, is color in our blood. Anybody who is spiritually elevated or have some psychic power can even read it. So nothing is a secret at all to a universe. Yeah, to the universe, nothing is a secret. So maybe if you are already highly developed and that kind of person come back, you feel it. And maybe he betray you in the last couple of lives and brings back the same person. In last life, maybe he go out with another woman or another man. Cause you a lot of pain. This life, he bring the same, that man, they bump into each other again and become a couple again. This time even more, not secretly anymore, but still together. They joined force. Before they became enlightened, of course they were still with a negative power, no? So they joined force and then they bring back all this kind of more strongly negative suffering, negative karma, the memories of it, and remind you every day so that you cannot forget it. Of course it's not as piercingly painful like when it really happened, but it's still a very sad memory. Painful memory sometimes. If that person stab you before, make you die in a horrible death, it's not pleasant to remember, even though you're not dying like that anymore. If that person betray your trust and sacred love and go out and fool around with somebody else, not because of love, but because of lust or because of just pure badness, then it causes you a lot of pain. And if they bring it back, the memory, even though it's not the actual things happen, but it's still a very sorrowful thing to remember. Understand, right? Because we are in the human gene pool. So everything affects the human, also affects my feeling. Or else, how do I know if you suffer? If I only know the good, I don't know the bad, then I don't know how other people suffer. I have to know everything, and therefore I'm all open to all kinds, just like you are, yeah? So that I can understand you, so that I can know how humans suffer, and even how the dogs suffer, how the birds suffer, anybody, anything. I'm an open house, and therefore, even though I'm a master, I'm not spared of the pain. Do you understand?
Yes.
Some people think I'm a man. Now you think I'm a stone. You might want to carve a statue out of me. I already did, but not out of me. Yeah? That was for me. There's 6 statues laying all over United States, no? Remember? CHINGHAI Day? 6 or 7, 8 even. Yeah. I don't know if it doesn't look anything like me at all, but it's supposed to be me. Hawaii and
Chicago, right?
other states, different states. Chicago is what they bring it all there, but they put in different states. 8 states, and Hawaii as well. It's 9, eh? The thing is, sometimes, for example, your so-called husband and wife come back and he betray you again and he hurt you again. It's the same thing happen. And the more chance is that he will team with the person that hurt you last time. Same one. Change form only. Maybe last time he was your wife and you were the husband. And this time he is your husband and you are the wife, and he teamed with the mistress last time or something like that. Or the boyfriend last time come back as a whole woman form. Just the same thing, just opposite, and hurt you, and you can feel right away that there's something. Even if you are just friends, yeah? Even if he already met that person before, or maybe he doesn't even marry you this time. He just met that person, but somehow the two of them always like sissy sassy will do something in front of you all the time, just to make you feel like reminding you. This is a subconscious, the bad subconscious is working, yeah? So you know it. So sometimes you just feel, for example, you're not married to this man. Just say a woman, okay, just say you, huh? You're not married to this man, and he is married to somebody else, or he's just having a girlfriend, which is not you, yeah? And you are single, huh? Or maybe you are married to somebody else already. It has nothing to do with you, okay? And they become your co-workers, or they in your family members, yeah, cousin or whatever, yeah? Or your friends or your acquaintance, or even your fellow practitioners, yeah? You don't even know the past. You might not know the past, that they have been betraying you as husband and wife and caused you a lot of heartache. You might not know it, but whenever you look at them together, the things they do irritate you, and you feel ugly, you feel filthy. It's not like you feel they are filthy somehow. It's not that you are against sex because you also have husband, eh? But you feel something wrong about them. That is them. That's what it is. You don't have to know the past, you feel it. Okay? Right. Or the enemy, whoever with you, before with you, even though now they are nice to you, you always feel some knot somewhere. A knot somewhere when you see them. Something is not ironed out, something not right about them. Then you know they have caused you a lot of pain before. Of course you forgive them, and the best is you don't know the past. Yeah? I'm just saying that in case that happened to you, that you feel irritated about somebody, without him even doing anything obviously offensive to you, then you must know that it's not just you, okay? It's him or her. Because of their past, now they still irritate you because their energy, their DNA still written things that your subconscious knows about it and you don't. Yeah? Okay, so don't always blame yourself. Just try to ignore those kind of people who irritate you. Don't revenge, don't do anything bad to them, just ignore them. Yeah? Less contact, less talk, less friendship. Yeah? Less thing to do with them. Just spare you the pain. Less looking at them. It's not like you're friendly, okay? Friendly everything, but do not try to be more than you have to, or do more than you have to, or be more near to them than you have to, okay? But lightly normal, and then try to ignore, or a little distant, yeah? Distant physically or emotionally, just distant. Spare you some headache, okay? Or heartache. Right. Because even though you don't know about it, their bad deeds still affect your emotional or your mental tranquility. Because it's written in their DNA, it's written in their cells, and when you're near them, or if you know, you don't know about it, when you're too near them, they affect you, yeah? And you'll be in a bad mood, and you're sad, and you don't know why. Understand now? And if you sometimes they'll be too near, and then you are not very polite to them because you cannot bear it, and then you blame yourself. Low level or astral, whatever. It might not be you. It might not be you. If it's you, you check yourself, you see maybe it's you, you're bad. But you check yourself, you're good to everybody else, except that guy. Okay? Then know that he was your bad enemy. Okay? Forgive him, but stay away. Don't ever fall in love with that person. However good looking he is, check before you love, okay? Check before you love. If he gives you more irritation than pleasure, no matter how attracted you are to him, that is just the enemy attraction, okay? Do not fall in love with that kind of people. Because chance that you fall in love with the same bad guy again, and then he will repeat the pattern. Even though he's now a spiritual person, the karma of the fixed life is still here, yeah? And you will just double pain. Understand?
Yes.
Right. Any question concerning this? You just tell me, ask me, now you ask me again. You want some? Some more? More question? Yeah? Just talk. Yeah. Louder.
Yeah, but loud is so blinding.
Yes. I know. But you must know it. If that person is not good to you, then you stay away. Don't fall in love yet. Because you could fall in love, but you could stop before it go deep. Yeah, if you feel like, oh, that guy is so attracted, but after a few days of talking, after a week or 2 weeks, just dating first, dating, talking, and then he will somehow reveal to you that he's not for you by the talking, yeah? Or by some behavior, you will know it. Just don't blind yourself and say, oh no, it's just now, it's just today. No, it's not. He reveals it to you. All right? Just like the mosquito, before he bites you, he always says, zzz. And don't ignore it, okay? Don't think, oh no, he's just singing. He reveals to you that he's going to bite. So stay away. Protect yourself. Be vigilant and you will know who is friend, who is enemy. Anybody will reveal to you some secret of his past life. It's you who are to be blamed if you ignore the warning sign. Except if you are compassionate, you want to love him so you can elevate him, then welcome to the sorrow. Yeah, the master sometimes knows, but still do it. Yeah, accept or give him a close position so that he can elevate quick. That's why Jesus said, love your enemy, no? Yes. Only if you are strong enough, if you're spiritually strong enough and stable and your stomach is big, your mental is like iron, then you take that person. If not, please stay away. There are many ways to dissolve karma, okay? No need to jump in right into the fire and to be a hero. Unless you are a master, then you do it because you do anyway, yeah? Friends and enemies alike. But still we suffer. That's why if I accept everybody, friends and enemy, I'm always happy about it, I cannot suffer, I don't feel anything, then what is the deal here with the Maya? I have to suffer. I cannot be invincible emotionally, mentally, physically. Spiritually, I am invincible. Nothing else. Okay? Everything else is the same. Alright? It's just that my will, my spiritual will power, sail me through everything and accept everything, endure everything. That's all. Any more questions, baby?
Master, I'm worried now that maybe I did something to you in the past and I don't know.
You beat yourself up, eh? You haven't.
Okay, good.
You haven't. We have been very good in the past, if you want to know. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Master.
You're welcome. Not you, eh? Don't think I tell it. Anybody near me is always bad. No, it's not true. But many, okay?
Okay.
Many. Before, mostly bad. Now, begin to be better person. Because as my level go up, the whole world go up, more better person come near. More better connection, yeah? He was very good with me in the past. I don't want to reveal what kind of relationship. I don't want to tell him either. Unless it's absolutely necessary, I never tell anybody about their relationship with me in the past. I let you live the present, okay? And build the future, okay? He has been very good with me in the past. But he wasn't there. He just came recently, just appeared. I don't even know that he lived anywhere. I don't even know. Just one of the attendants recommend him to do something. Yeah? And I say, okay. Yeah, I know that guy. Okay, he can come. That's it. Okay? Physically, I don't know him well. Yeah? Except he come to the retreat with you and he's dancing around like other people, you know, singing, nothing like that. But physically, emotionally, I did not connect with him. I don't have time to connect with everybody. Besides, I don't want to. What for? There was no reason, nah? I run around all the time. What for I connect with anybody? Just make more trouble. But some people just know it, so I let them know as well, yeah? Some people, good or bad. If they know it already, then we discuss. If they don't know, I just keep quiet. Yes?
这个感觉让我很害怕。
为什么害怕？怎么感觉？为什么害怕？发生什么事？
没有，就是他看我这样子。
那种眼睛或是怎么样？好的、坏的 ，loving or hate？
就是好像他看透你一样。
看透我？看透你？
我是说那个布达好像看透我一样。
啊，看透你。如果你有什么事让他看透呢？
我不知道，所以我就是会觉得感觉这样吓一跳，这样。
怎么吓一跳？
好像被人家看透的那种感觉。
奇怪。You are very strange. If you have nothing in your heart, then do you worry about anything?
No.
Why? Why are you scared?
Yeah, because
You should be happy that the Buddha looked at you.
yeah, yeah, right.
You should say thank you.
Yeah, good.
No?
Yes.
Just smile and say thank you, or give him a cup of coffee and get 500 points or something. Scared for what? Even if anybody look through you, if you have karma in the past or anything, doesn't matter. Okay? Every saint has a past. Yeah? Every sinner has a future. Okay? So be it, right? Yeah. The two persons, they just bring me pain because of the past, because I see through everything. But that's not their fault that I see it. Okay? It's my fault that I see everything. I have to. It's my fault that I have to open myself to all kind of feeling, all kind of knowledge, so that I can help you. I can help human beings or any sentient beings, yeah? If I close myself into an ivory tower, feeling good like a princess, yeah? Feeling just happy every day, then I should have not come down here. I stay in heaven, then I would never feel sad or sorrow, no memories ever touch me, no karma ever even know about me. So I came here, so I have to open myself to it. I open myself to suffering, of course. If I don't feel cold, how do I know you feel cold?
I understand that. Thank you.
You're welcome. But it's not to blame you or anything, yeah? It's not to blame you. I'm just telling you all this just for your own experience, for your own knowledge, okay?
Yeah.
In case you know and that and this, and then you know what happened, you know why. You feel this way, that way, because, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not because to blame you or see through your past karma and anything at all. I have to see through so I can help you. I have to know where you are sick to give you medicine. Anybody, not just you, eh? Just talking generally, all right? The doctors is not invincible, eh? He might catch cold from you as well, okay? But he cure you, eh? He cure you. He has to know what the sickness is. You can't hide from him. You should not. Eh? Any more question? Anybody? No? I wish I could just always smile and say nice thing about everybody, but I can't. Yeah, I'm a doctor. I cannot leave your cancer untouched. Gotta operate, yeah? Like it or not, pain or not. Okay? No more question, then we call it quit. I go to my trailer, okay? Meditate. Don't waste precious time. Oh, I tell you, everything I tell you, I do it, okay? Not just I tell you to do and I don't do. Eh? In the situation of emergency, or whenever necessary, I do it. I give everything I have, if necessary. If not necessary, not, okay? I keep it for the next person or the next situation when necessary. But whatever I tell you to do, I do it myself. I even give the dogs my trailer. And sometimes they're not even clean and they jump on my clothes or anything. And I always like cleanliness. But their well-being surpass mine. And originally they came in without cleaning, without being clean. And I don't want to let their helper clean them because I'm worried already new situation. And they might get nervous if it's too much attention, you know. So I said, never mind, just let them. So I let them sleep outside in the eating area. But then they kind of want to walk into my area. And first I say, no lady. But later I feel sorry for them. I say, never mind, go inside. Go on my bed if you have to. Go. Just feel good. Feel good. I can clean the bed tomorrow. But they didn't. I would even give my bed to them if that makes them feel good that day. It was so cold. All the water become ice, remember? Yeah. Snowing is okay. But rain and ice is too much, yeah? I'm worried they're old, né? They cannot bear. And the black dog tell me, it's cold. I say, okay, we bring you in. And I am very clean person. I love cleanliness. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Even you do. You would not love a dog to sleep on your bed, no? Nobody does. Least of all me, né? But I say, never mind, come up. So they don't. But yesterday and the day before, they put their paw on the bed already. Smelling, sniffing. Can I? I say, okay, but they still don't do it. I get more used to it now and can sit on my meditation cushion already. Take turn to come in and just sleep on it a little bit and come out. Like testing, So what I mean is, whatever I tell you to do is the right thing. And I do it myself, okay? Everyone else's comfort must come before ours. Understand now? Yeah?
Yes.
Even if you like it or not like it. But you have to do it with love, because you're so full of love, you don't care anymore. Not do it because master says so, because the point, because you gain more points. It's not that. I also don't want them to go, but I love them so much, I did not care. Okay, never mind, go on bed then, and I go down on the floor. Doesn't matter. First I give them the cushion meditation, and then I go on my bed. Because I sit on the cushion on the floor, meditate better. But because of them, because they're not clean, so I thought, never mind, go and sit on my meditation cushion, then I go on my bed. Therefore, I don't get dirty. The bed is higher. But later they come in and look. I say, they don't want to sit on the meditation cushion. I thought maybe they don't like it there, and they look at my bed. I say, okay, never mind, go on my bed then. Go. But they don't go. That's the ultimate I can offer to them. But they didn't go. But never mind, later they put their paws on. It doesn't matter anymore. So it has to be like that. You give what you like, not that you don't like, then you give. Yes. Not that you throw away garbage and then you give it to other people. You can do that also, but that doesn't mean much, yeah? In a situation when require your sacrifice, then your love must go above everything else, okay? Yes. Above your preference, above your own safety, above your own security, above everything that you ever think that is best for you. Understand me? Yes. Right. I do the same, eh? Don't worry, you will learn. Even if you do it for points or because of my advice, you do it, and then later you will do it automatically, okay? Training, all right? Yeah. First, start somewhere, okay? Start somewhere with the points, yeah? I might get rewards, okay? That's the brain loves that. The mind loves that, okay? Start with that. See you, okay? Take a rest, restroom, bathroom, and then come back meditate, okay? Stretch yourself out in the fresh air, whatever, yeah? Yeah. Use your snow to wash your face, whatever. Keep you cool, huh? Good night. Oh, I hope I'm going to meditate. I'm there. Good night means sleep, no? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's a habit. I know.